Hey, what's going on, people? So today I'm doing an unboxing review of the new Blackvue 900S dual channel dash cam. So this is their new 4K dash cam that just came out, and Blackvue was nice enough to send me a review test unit. I really appreciate everything they've done for me over the years. I love their cameras, and I'm not just saying that because they do this. I've been saying this for years, and I've been pushing their cameras because they are the best camera out there. You'll have a lot of different opinions on that, but I've used many different cameras if you look back over the years on some of the reviews I've done, and I never really found a dash cam that did everything that I wanted. So the personal opinion for me is these are the best dash cams that I found. So I just got this box in the mail from DHL. We're going to open it up. And I've got my little trusty Leatherman tool here. If you don't have a Leatherman tool or know what a Leatherman tool is, you're missing out. These things are invaluable to have. So we're going to use the blade to cut this box open. And this is not just the dash cam, but it also has the Ultra battery in it. So we're going to be installing and testing the Ultra battery. I'm going to show you the old battery I have. I'm going to show you the setup that I have. One of the cool features with this new camera is that it goes right into your existing mount. If you have like a 650S or a 750S, it goes right into that existing mount. Plus, it uses the same cable. So if you're already wired up, all you have to do is take the old camera out, put the new camera in, register, set it up, and you're on your way. That is one of the best features that I thought that they've implemented recently, is to keep the existing cables, because it's such a pain in the butt to have to rewire a dash cam every time you get one. So to have everything in place to interchange it is great. One thing that hasn't changed with the new setup is if you have a DR750S already, the 2-channel, you don't have to change out the rear camera because they're identical. So we're not going to be changing out the rear camera with this new one. We're just going to be changing out the front camera. All right, so let's open it up and I'll show you everything that comes in the box. Be careful doing this. Obviously I do this in my mobile office, aka my car. Since everything revolves around the Jeep, we do almost all of our videos in and around the vehicle. So I'm sure no matter how I cut this open, somebody's going to criticize me on my technique, so I'm going to be very careful regardless. All right, there we go. Basically get the top part unhinged, and then you'll see that there's another piece of the box that slides in. So, all right. So I think I've got everything good to go. I think. They really do a good job taping these boxes up for shipping. There we go. Okay. So now, let's see if I can show you this. You kind of fold that down, and you can slide this part up. I hope it's not upside down. There we go. Okay. All right, the first thing I'm going to notice right off the top is they've got the camera sitting right on top of the Blackvue battery. And the reason why this box is so big, again, is because they sent me the Power Magic Ultra battery. Wow, this thing is huge. Fast charging, long lasting, expandable, advanced power supply for your Blackvue dash cam. Enjoy parking mode recording without using your vehicle's battery. This box is huge, and I can't tell you that the weight. I don't see how heavy this thing is. See if it's got a weight on here. It feels like it's 10 pounds. So we're going to open up the dash cam. We get this little box here which says accessory. Let's see what this is. This is, oh, they sent me a this is basically, this box right here has your micro SD card. Okay, and this is a 64 gigabyte card. Wow. Okay, nice. I currently use 128 gigabyte in the camera that I have now in the 750S, and I'm going to link below the actual card that I use. I got off of Amazon for about $41. Works flawlessly. I've been running this camera hot for about 7 or 8 months now, 24/7, with no issues, no reformatting issues, etc. All right, next we're going to take the actual camera out. All right, so let's just show you what it looks like. That's the box. That's what it looks like on the side right there. All right, So let's just open it up and I'll show you. It's packaged the same way that the 750S was packaged and the 650S was packaged, as you can see that. Okay. And all we're going to be doing, I'm going to take it out now and I'll show you. All right. So all we are going to be doing is removing this frame right here, just like that, okay? And we're going to be sliding it into the existing mount. This, like I said, works with your existing mount. Now, when you register your camera, you're going to have to scan your Qrf code, and that's right there, okay? So that's how you register your camera. You're going to scan that code when it asks you to register the camera. And that's pretty much it, okay? Over here on the side, I'm going to put your micro SD card in. There's the slot, okay? You also have your 2 cable holes right there. One's for power and the coaxial, which is for your rear camera, okay? And that's it, really. I mean, it's real simple to install, and they have a little cover that you can take off. Plus, you want to take this plastic off, okay? So that's all we're going to be doing is, you can see the adjustables, but so that's it. So let me show you what we have, how we have our camera set up currently, and then I'm going to go into installing or replacing your existing camera. All right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect power. Currently, I have my camera running and it's connected to the internet. I don't know if you can see on the side, but the little Wi-Fi symbol is blinking. You can't see that because I had the camera, the GoPro mounted on it. But right here, the record is blinking and the GPS blue light is on. So we are going to disconnect the camera and power it down. All right, so we're powering that down right now. All right, and we're just going to take the wires off. We'll take the power out, and we're going to disconnect the coaxial that goes to the rear camera. And to take this out, it's really simple. In the front, you can't see, but I showed you on here. I'll show you the other one. Okay, on the front of your mount, there's a little button. It looks just like this. You're going to depress it like that, and your camera will slide right out. So we're just going to depress it, and that's it. Slide it right out. Okay, so here's the DR750S coming out, and we're going to register and mount the second one. You want to register it first because of the Qrf code is going to be hidden. So register your camera through the app first before you mount it, and we'll show you how to do that right now. All right, guys, before you mount your new camera, you want to register it first because the Qrf code is actually hidden behind the mount, okay? So just press the button, slide the camera out, and that will expose the Qrf code. You see it right there? That's just the door that comes out for your, there you go. So that's your Qrf code that you're gonna scan. The next step, what you're gonna do is you're gonna open up your app. So I'm gonna show you how to do this right in real time, all right? All right, so I'm going to open up my Blackvue app. I am going to go back to all right. Let me find it. All right, when you open up your Blackvue app, you know what? I'm going to record this whole entire thing so you can follow along. Do a screen recording. All right, so you're going to open up your Blackvue app, okay? And to register a new camera, you're going to click on the Blackvue Cloud button right there, all right? And you're going to see this screen. Now, I already currently have one camera registered. Up in the top right-hand corner of your screen, you're going to see these 3 little dots right up here, okay? You want to, all right, you want to press that. And in the top right-hand corner, you're going to see register new camera and unregister camera. Well, we're going to register a new camera. So we're going to press register a new camera. And this is the screen you're going to get, okay? It gives you 2 options. Scan Qrf code, which is that code right there, or manual registration. We're going to do the scan the Qrf code. So I'm going to show you. Press scan Qrf code. And you're going to see this screen. Hey, what's up, people? All right. And now I'm just basically going to line up this on top of the QRF code like so, all right? And tap it to make sure the screen, it gets it. All right. There we go. Once it catches it, you're gonna see this screen, okay? And you're gonna hit allow. There, bam, just like that. Now I've got 2 cameras registered, okay? So I want to click on this little sidebar and camera settings, camera info, change name. So I'm going to change the name to something that I'll remember. Jeep SRT2. You know what? Jeep SRT 4K. There we go. Just like that, it's changed. Okay, so now we need to connect this to the internet. Well, now that I've already got it registered, I can go ahead and mount it. So let me turn the camera back around and show you how easy it is to mount this thing. All right, now to mount this camera, it's super, super easy, especially with the existing frame. But before you do that, a couple of things. You want to take off the cover, slide the cover off, just like so, okay? That'll expose your lens. And you want to take off this plastic protectant film that they have on. There's a little red tab. You see it? I'm trying to get the camera in view. There you go. Just want to pull this off. Okay, so insert your memory card, okay? And then you want to close this little door and clip it on. All right, so this has to be closed before you go and mount it. All right, simple. That's it. That is it. Now to adjust it, it doesn't, you see how it clicks? So you can adjust that once you get it hooked up. So now, same thing, just like before, you want to put your rear camera coaxial in, plug that in, and you want to put your power. There you go. Just like that.
Initializing SD card. Please do not disconnect the power. Restarting. Blackvue for your safe driving.
There we go.
Starting normal recording.
There you go. Now that the camera is up and running, what we're going to do is we're going to change a couple of the features using the app, and I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, so now that the camera's installed, it's that easy. It really is, especially if you've already had one previously installed by Blackvue. Once the camera is installed and it's recording, I have the 64 gigabyte memory card in there. I will be ordering and purchasing another 128 gigabyte from Amazon tonight, and I will have that link below in the description of this video for you. The last time I purchased one for my 750S, it cost about $41. But here's the thing. Now that I have the 750S out, and as you can see, this thing is like brand new. It's been mounted in my vehicle for about 8 months, but these cameras don't lose their value. I'm going to give it away. I'm going to give it away to somebody watching this right now, and I'll show you how to enter for that in another video. But I love these cameras, but there's no reason for me to hold on to the 750S any longer. It served me well, so I will be giving this away to somebody. So stay tuned for that. But now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to go into your app and change a couple of the settings. So the camera's up and running, it's in loop format, but I want to change it a couple things. I got to check the time, etc. So again, I'm going to record this for you. You want to open up your Blackvue app on your phone. I have an iPhone, so I have the OS X. I'll do a screen recording for you. All right, so right here, we're just going to click on the Blackvue app. All right. And now I need to connect my new camera to the portable internet that I have right here. I need to connect it to this Wi-Fi spot. All right, and then when I get home, also connect it to the portable Wi-Fi there. So first thing you need to do to connect to the new dash cam is go into your settings and select the Wi-Fi that it's broadcasting. So I'm looking for the Wi-Fi. Okay. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. You got to press and hold the little button on the side to get to power up the Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi on.
There you go. You hear that? That's that little button right here. That's your Wi-Fi button. I almost forgot to mention that. That's how to turn your Wi-Fi on, okay? So now that that's initializing, we'll give it a second until it pops up into your Wi-Fi on your phone. There you go. And it'll look just like that. It says Blackvue 900S- and then it has another number on it, okay? So you want to select that. Password. Interesting. One thing I failed to mention, people, is after you scan your QRF code, your default password for this product is also listed right here, okay? You want to write that down. I just went to install this, and I went to use the password, and guess what? I forgot to write it down. So your password is going to be right next to your QRF code. So we're going to write this down real quick. Actually, I'll just take a picture of it. It'll probably be easier for me. Okay, we're on the initial screen. Now, once you're connected directly to the camera, you want to press the Blackvue Wi-Fi button. All right, a lot of people make this mistake. They press the cloud button. They're like, I can't connect, because you're pressing the wrong one, and it's already recording. But the first thing we want to do is we want to set up the camera. So I'm going to press down here in the bottom is the actual camera to show you what the camera view looks like, and we're going to adjust the camera. Okay, so that's, you can turn one of the cool features about this is when you turn it sideways, it just turns for you. So we're going to set this up by twisting the camera on the mount until we get it. There we go. That's a wide angle right there. And that's what it looks like, just like that, okay? I'll take a screenshot, and that'll be in the top corner of your screen. You can see how it's set up in the view. And if you don't like if you want to get more lower, you can turn it down, you can turn it up. I like to get the hood in the view, as some people overseas call it the bonnet. Here we call it a hood. But I want to get somewhat of the hood in view and a more even level. So that's first. Now I need to make sure all my other settings are good. Connecting it to the Wi-Fi hotspot. So now that you're in the Blackvue Wi-Fi, up in the right-hand corner is your settings. You press that, and then you want to go into firmware settings. Okay, so we're going to go into Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi auto turn on. Login credentials. I'm going to change my password. I suggest everybody change their password. Okay, now that we've done that, we want to do the cloud. You want to set up your cloud network. Go in here, enable cloud service. Okay, motion detection and parking mode on. Event recording parking mode. Overspeed. I'll turn that off. Cloud service hotspot settings. Let's see. Set up. Sensitivity, motion detection. All right, so now that we have the camera registered, everything's working and we're running, now we're gonna switch out the battery that I have under the seat. I'm gonna show you the original Blackvue battery pack that I had, and now we're going to be replacing that with the all-new Blackvue PowerMagic Ultra battery. And when I show you the side-by-side comparison, this thing is huge, and it's actually pretty heavy. I'm telling you, it weighs about 7 to 10 pounds, judging by the way it feels. So we're gonna open it up. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. As soon as you open it up, it's got all different types of wiring right on top. Okay, so it's got, that's to go in the battery portion right there. And then you also have your cigarette lighter adapter. Okay. Hard wiring it. Awesome. It comes with fuse taps, and it comes with multiple fuse taps. It's got everything from, if you can see that, your large fuse tap all the way down to a micro mini, which I'll show you the one we need for the Jeep. You know, I can take that out right now and I'll show you real fast which one you're going to use. Most of you already know this if you have a Jeep Grand Cherokee. It'll vary from car to car, but this is the one you're going to want to use. It's that size, okay? And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got multiple fuses in here. And then here's your adapter, okay? Right on top, you got your user manual, PowerMagic Ultra battery, the B-124. Here's your manual. Okay. When you open up the box, I'll show you what it looks like. It's surrounded by some foam for packaging, for shipping. You see that in there? You see how I have that? And we'll take the actual battery out. Wow. Okay, this battery is heavy. This weighs 10 pounds at least. That's what it feels like. This thing is huge. I'm gonna have to find a really good spot to mount it. With the old battery, it came with a mounting bracket. This one does not have a mounting bracket in the box, but it's heavy. I do not see this thing shifting around. What I may do is put a little strip of Velcro on the bottom so it'll stay to the rug and it won't slide around underneath my seat. When I figure out a good way to mount this underneath there, I'll show you, but right now I'm just going to switch it out with the old one. So I'm going to show you side by side what the old one looks like. We're going to disconnect that, so I'm going to have to power down my camera. So give me a second. All right, so I'm on my passenger side of the vehicle, and I just want to show you how I had the other battery mounted underneath the seat. So I don't recommend the process that I did. I have an extension that goes into my center console that I got off of Amazon. But as you can see, it's fully powered, and it's underneath the seat. And this comes right out. The battery comes into like a little mount, okay? You see that little mount underneath? This little mount is on Velcro. I'm going to pull this out for you. Wow, it's really in there good. All right. Okay, that is the original battery, and that's the mount. It had screw holes, and also came with some Velcro, and I had that mounted right underneath the seat, right on top of the battery housing, okay, as you can see. And this is the battery. All right, so side by side, I just want to show you the difference. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. A side-by-side comparison of how big this thing is. Huge. This weighs like 2 pounds by touch. I'm not sure about the official weight. This thing weighs 10 times, it feels like 10 times more to the touch. It is huge. So I'm going to show you how to set it up side by side, okay? This one's coming out, this one's going in. All right, before you get started in installing your battery, the first thing you want to choose is how is it going to be wired. There's a selection right here, okay? You see that? This little switch right there? That says, right on it, it says hardwire or cigarette, and off is in the middle. I'm going to slide it over to cigarette. That's how it's going to be powered, right into the cigarette lighter, okay? First thing you want to do is you want to find this adapter, okay? See it right there? Now this is for your dash cam. Your dash cam will plug directly into this. And that's going to go right here. Right here. Excuse me. It's going to go right there. See a little opening? So we're going to slide that in. And it clips just like that. Okay? That's your first step. Get that set up. Next, you have two options, like I said before. This is if you're going into a cigarette lighter. This is if you're hardwiring your battery. And this, I tell you what, there's a lot of cable here. I'm going to do a fuse tap with this. I'm definitely going to be fuse tapping this probably next weekend. I'll have Brian over to Lee Custom Lighting do the wiring for me, and he's a genius at doing that type of stuff, and he can clean it up for me. Whereas if I do it, it's not going to look great, but I'll have Brian do the hard wiring next week. So for now, for this week, we'll be testing it using this cable. Okay, this is the cable that you want to test. So real easy to install. Just take the little twisty tie off. Okay, pull your cable out. I give you a lot of cable. I mean, there's a lot of, wow. I mean, it's literally the width of my vehicle inside. It almost touches door to door. Actually, it does touch door to door. That's pretty damn wide. Okay. And right here, you'll see it. Hard wiring power cable or cigarette lighter power cable. They both have the same connections. So we're going to plug that in. Just like so. Okay? So now that that's plugged in, this goes to your cigarette lighter. And then you plug your dash cam into this. Real simple. That's it. And anyone can do this. It's super simple. Remember the long cable that goes on the right here? This goes into the cigarette lighter that you're going to be using. We're going to be using the center console power in the Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. And then you want to make sure that you plug this in. And also, last but not least, that little switch, very important, that you select which type of power you're going. Since we're going in the cigarette lighter, you want to make sure that you are on the cigarette lighter option. It's hardwired, off, and cigarette lighter, okay? It'll tell you right on there. It says cigarette. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to disconnect my old battery that I have here. All right, camera out. All right, so the old battery is out. This is what it looked like. Okay, you had two USB ports, power. Now that the old battery is out, I'm going to be putting the new battery in its place. So we already have everything set up. Now I just need to wire it. Let me go wire it real fast and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so I put the seat back a little bit. I want to show you how I had this mounted temporarily. Right underneath the seat here. I'm going to have to put some Velcro on the bottom of this. I have some Velcro at home to actually keep it from sliding back and forth. It's real simple. You just plug your dash cam into here, and I ran the power cable for the cigarette lighter up around the seat there, if you can see it, and it goes right into the center console. It's not as clean of an install as using the hardwire method, which I will be doing in a week. But this is a temporary method that I'm going to be doing for now, just for testing. And it's that easy. Like, if you want to do something real quick and you don't want to, like, you know, just slide this over a little bit. I'm going to make sure I have enough cable. I'm going to have to tape this out of the way. I don't want any wires to show. So, let me slide the seat back. It's pretty much out of the way. That's it. Okay, real simple. Nothing else is in the way, and we are going to get set it. Another great feature about this I'll talk about in a second. Another great feature of the PowerMagic Pro Ultra battery, and it doesn't say this on the box. Let's see. Doesn't show you this on the box, but what it does is you can check the power using your app. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do that. You want to go into your Blackvue app. All right. And then down here it says Blackvue battery. If you have the Ultra battery connected, you can connect it and it's scanning. See that? Okay, let me go back. I want to show you from the start. Let's do a screen recording. Another great feature of the Blackvue PowerMagic Ultra battery is that you can check how much juice it's got and how much power reserve you have by just opening up your app and checking right here. You can click Blackvue battery and it will scan. If it's plugged in, it'll start to scan. There you go. There's my select it, and this little screen will pop up. connect it. Okay, it's about to show me 99% discharging battery, 28 degrees Celsius, just like that. So it's charging. That's awesome. It's going to give you everything that you want to know about your battery right there. See that? Output, DC in, battery capacity, charging time remaining, 0, usage time remaining, etc. So I'm going to unplug it right now and just see what it does when we do that. All right, let's just unplug it for a second. Battery comes fully charged. All right. So I just unplugged the battery. It says fully charged, 100%. And it's still reading. It's going to give me a charge time remaining. Usage time remaining, 16 hours currently on the setup that I have. It's actually going up, so I guess it's still calculating. As you can see that in the bottom there. That's really cool. The battery is 100% charged, so that's great. It comes fully charged in the box. Once you connect it, you hit the little button on your app scan, and you can check, and it'll give you all the information right there on your phone. So that's really cool. I'm going to go into the settings real fast. And let's see if we can change override parking mode. No, beep on and off. Yeah, we want that on. Save. All right. That's pretty cool. I'll take a screenshot of that to show you guys and girls. All right. And that's it. That's all you really need to do. So since the battery's fully charged, I'm going to leave it set up like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go home. I'm going to get some Velcro. I'm going to put it on the bottom side of that battery to keep it secure, and maybe run a little electrical tape over the connecting your dash cam connection into that thing, because there was a little play. I'm going to put a little electrical tape over it just to secure it so it doesn't pop off or pop out. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, please ask me below. If you're interested in buying this battery or this dash cam, head on over to blackvue.com/shop, and if you want 10% off, use my promo code. That's East Coast Jeep SRT, all one word, lowercase East Coast Jeep SRT. It's right here, written for you, 10. You can take 10% off. I highly suggest people order these, because think about it. I have a $500 deductible on my insurance. If somebody hits me and we have to go through the process of arguing fault, or I want to prove that somebody ran a red light, sometimes the only difference is the dash cam, because your word isn't as good as the dash cam footage.
Parking mode on.
Parking mode is on. We've been sitting here for a while. So do me a favor. If you're interested in one of these, comment below. Get your 10% off on the Blackvue website. And please subscribe. I do a lot of other different videos. It's mostly for the Jeep SRT community, but like you see, we do product reviews, and I'm a big fan of the Blackvue dash cam, and we do these whenever they have a new model out. So all this week, in the next couple of weeks, I'll be testing this camera, showing you side-by-side comparisons, and we'll do some test footage. All right? That's all I got for you for now. Have a safe week, and I'm out.